8 tons of pure muscle, jaws that could crush a car, and a hunting strategy so effective that it remained unmatched for millions of years. But these weren't even the deadliest weapons of Allosaurus, the perfect killing machine of the Jurassic era. In a world where giants roamed the earth, one predator mastered the art of bringing them down. But what makes a predator legendary? Standing 32 feet long and weighing more than 2 modern elephants combined, Allosaurus wasn't just another dinosaur, it was nature's most efficient hunting design. But here's what makes this story even more fascinating. Scientists recently discovered shocking features that made Allosaurus deadlier than any other predator of its time. While most dinosaurs relied on pure strength, this hunter had evolved something far more lethal, a combination of advanced hunting techniques that even modern-day apex predators can't match. When you look at an Allosaurus skull, you might think it's just another big dinosaur with sharp teeth. But hidden beneath those massive jaws lay a secret that scientists took decades to understand. It wasn't just about how hard it could bite, it was about how it used those weapons. Unlike other predators that relied on brute force, Allosaurus had developed a hunting strategy so sophisticated that it could take down prey 4 times its size. But that's just the beginning of this incredible story. Today we're going back in time to the Jurassic period, where we'll uncover how one predator evolved to become the most efficient killing machine in history. We'll discover why even the largest dinosaurs feared this hunter, and how its legacy changed our understanding of prehistoric life forever. The story of Allosaurus isn't just about a dinosaur, it's about the evolution of the ultimate predator. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this remarkable creature ruled the Jurassic world for over 10 million years. The late Jurassic period, around 155 million years ago, was a time of immense biodiversity and dramatic landscapes. North America then was dominated by vast floodplains, dense forests of ferns and towering conifers, and open grasslands. Rivers wound their way through these lands, nourishing an ecosystem that supported some of the largest animals ever to exist. In this world, Allosaurus shared its environment with truly massive herbivores. The plains and forests were home to giants like Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, and Brachiosaurus, each reaching lengths of over 80 feet and towering above the landscape. These sauropods had long necks to graze high tree branches and could easily weigh over 30 tons. For Allosaurus, these massive creatures represented both a challenge and a potential meal if it could find the right moment to strike. Yet large herbivores weren't the only presence. Stegosaurus, with its armored body, sharp tail spikes, and characteristic backplates, roamed the same lands. Weighing several tons and protected by a spiked tail that could seriously injure any predator, Stegosaurus was a formidable opponent, making it clear that not every herbivore was an easy target. The Jurassic landscape was not just filled with prey. Smaller carnivores and other theropods, like Ceratosaurus, also hunted in this world, though few could match Allosaurus in size or strength. These smaller carnivores often fed on smaller prey, allowing Allosaurus to dominate the larger game, but they still posed competition in certain situations, especially when food sources became scarce. The challenge for Allosaurus was more than just finding food. It was about survival in a land filled with competition and danger. Hunting giants like Apatosaurus or armored dinosaurs like Stegosaurus required precision, strength, and the ability to judge when to approach and when to avoid unnecessary risks. Even a minor injury from a powerful tail swipe or a misstep could mean death for a predator, as wounds were hard to recover from in the wild. But Allosaurus was perfectly adapted for this challenging world. Unlike the slow-moving heavy herbivores, Allosaurus had a lean, muscular build, allowing it to move quickly and with agility across open plains and forested areas alike. Its long, strong legs could carry it swiftly, giving it an advantage in ambushing or chasing down prey. Its powerful body was balanced by a strong, tapering tail, which helped maintain control and stability while running or making quick turns. This was a land of giants and formidable challenges, and Allosaurus was one of the few predators that could truly thrive. Adapted for both endurance and strength, Allosaurus rose to the top of this food chain, navigating a world that balanced survival and opportunity. The abundance of prey and the harsh reality of competition made it an apex predator in the truest sense. In the next section, we'll explore what made Allosaurus so effective in this world, examining its physical features and unique adaptations that made it a master hunter of the Jurassic period. To survive as a top predator in a world of giants, Allosaurus had a body designed for power, precision, and endurance. Its anatomy reflects a finely tuned hunting machine, equipped with features that allowed it to take down some of the largest animals of its time. At the heart of Allosaurus's predatory power was its skull. The skull was large and built for delivering strong bites, but it also had a unique shape that helped set it apart. Unlike some later predators with shorter, deeper skulls, Allosaurus had a longer, more streamlined skull filled with dozens of sharp, backward-pointing teeth. These teeth were serrated, similar to a steak knife, perfect for slicing through the tough hides of prey animals. They were positioned to grip and tear flesh effectively, with each bite creating devastating wounds. Its jaws were not the most powerful among dinosaurs, but they had enough force to clamp down on large prey, especially if it could get a good hold. Perhaps one of Allosaurus's most recognizable features was the pair of bony ridges, or horns, that sat just above its eyes. These ridges were not only visually distinctive, but may have had functional roles. Some scientists believe they could have been used for species recognition, helping Allosaurus identify others of its kind in the vast Jurassic landscape. Others speculate that these horns could have been used in displays to attract mates or signal dominance. It's also possible that they provided some degree of protection to its eyes during fights, either with prey or other Allosaurus. Moving down its body, Allosaurus had a muscular neck to support its large head and jaws, giving it the strength needed to hold on to struggling prey. Its torso was deep and wide, providing room for powerful lungs and vital organs, protected by a rib cage that was surprisingly lightweight for its size. Scientists believe that Allosaurus may have had air sacs within its bones, similar to modern birds, which could have helped reduce its body weight while allowing for more efficient breathing, a huge advantage for a predator that needed both speed and stamina. Unlike the large, lumbering sauropods, Allosaurus had long, strong legs that could propel it forward with surprising speed. Its legs were well adapted for covering ground quickly, allowing it to close in on prey or make rapid movements during a chase. Each foot had 3 forward-facing toes with sharp claws that could help it grip the ground or even pin down smaller prey. This agile build made Allosaurus a versatile hunter, capable of both ambush tactics and short bursts of speed when needed. One of the most interesting contrasts in Allosaurus's anatomy was its relatively small forearms. Although they were much shorter than its legs, these arms were powerful and equipped with 3 sharp claws. Scientists believe these claws may have been used to grasp and hold on to prey, allowing Allosaurus to stabilize itself as it delivered bites. The arms were not as robust as those of later predators like Tyrannosaurus rex, but they were functional and strong enough to play a role in hunting. Altogether, Allosaurus was built for survival. Its body combined strength, agility, and efficiency, making it a dominant force in the Jurassic landscape. Each part of its anatomy, from its sharp teeth to its powerful tail, played a role in helping it thrive as a predator. In the next section, we'll delve into the hunting tactics that made Allosaurus one of the most feared hunters of its time, and explore how it used its powerful body to navigate the dangerous world of Jurassic prey. Allosaurus wasn't just well-equipped for hunting, it was a master of the hunt. In Jurassic World, the stakes were high, and every hunt had to be strategic. Unlike smaller carnivores that could rely on speed and agility alone, Allosaurus often targeted prey that outweighed it by tons. To bring down such large and potentially dangerous animals, it needed tactics and precision. One of the most remarkable theories about Allosaurus is how it may have hunted its giant prey, like Diplodocus or Apatosaurus. Scientists believe that Allosaurus could use its head almost like an axe, delivering powerful slashing bites with its serrated teeth. Unlike the bone-crushing bite of a Tyrannosaurus rex, Allosaurus had a lighter, more flexible skull, allowing it to strike quickly and repeatedly. This slash-and-retreat tactic could create deep wounds that weakened the prey over time, allowing Allosaurus to wait for the animal to tire or bleed out. Hunting alone, however, would have been risky. Many researchers theorize that Allosaurus may have hunted in groups, especially when targeting large sauropods. Pack hunting would allow several Allosaurus individuals to work together to exhaust and overwhelm a single giant. With multiple predators attacking from different angles, the prey's chance of survival would be slim. Evidence of pack behavior is debated, but if it did hunt in groups, Allosaurus would have had an even greater advantage in taking down large herbivores. When hunting smaller prey, Allosaurus likely relied on its agility and speed. Smaller dinosaurs, such as Dryosaurus, would have been less of a challenge physically, but they were quick and could disappear into the thick foliage if given a chance. For these hunts, Allosaurus may have used ambush tactics, waiting in the shadows of the forest or along riverbanks for the right moment to strike. Once close enough, it could leap forward, using its strong legs to close the distance in seconds, giving the smaller animal little chance to escape. Another important aspect of Allosaurus's hunting strategy was its ability to inflict damage without getting injured itself. Unlike herbivores that could survive with minor wounds, a serious injury to a predator could be fatal. To avoid this, Allosaurus may have developed a method called flesh grazing. In this approach, it would use its sharp teeth to make quick, shallow bites, wounding its prey without having to engage in a prolonged battle. Over time, these injuries could weaken the prey, making it more vulnerable without putting Allosaurus at serious risk. But it wasn't just a fighter, it was also adaptable. Allosaurus could tailor its hunting style to suit the environment, switching between ambush tactics in dense forests and fast chases across open plains. This versatility made it one of the most successful predators of its time. In the harsh world of the Jurassic, every advantage counted. Allosaurus's hunting tactics combined patience, precision, and strength, making it one of the top predators in a world filled with giants. This strategic approach to hunting helped ensure its survival and dominance, allowing it to thrive for millions of years. In the next section, we'll shift focus to how Allosaurus was discovered and its impact on paleontology, uncovering the stories and rivalries behind its remarkable fossil record. The story of Allosaurus is not only one of survival in the Jurassic world, but also one of scientific discovery, marked by fierce rivalries and dramatic breakthroughs. The discovery of Allosaurus began during a period known as the Bone Wars, a time when two of the most famous paleontologists in history, Othniel Charles Marsh and Edward Drinker Cope, competed relentlessly to uncover, name, and classify as many dinosaur fossils as possible. In the late 19th century, the American West was a hotbed of fossil finds, with some of the most incredible dinosaur discoveries coming from formations like the Morrison Formation in the Rocky Mountains. Fossils were so abundant in this region that local legends spoke of stone bones sticking out of cliffs and hillsides. This area would become the main battleground for Marsh and Cope, who were determined to outdo each other in discovering new dinosaur species. Allosaurus first entered the scene during these intense years of competition. It was Marsh who received the first fossils that would later be classified as Allosaurus. In 1877, fragments, including vertebrae and parts of the skull, were uncovered near Garden Park, Colorado, and initially these remains were attributed to several different genera. Over time, however, as more complete skeletons emerged from the Morrison Formation, it became clear that these bones belonged to a single species, which Marsh named Allosaurus, meaning different lizard. This name reflected its unique vertebrae, which were distinct from any dinosaur known at the time. The Bone Wars were more than just a scientific rivalry. Marsh and Cope's fierce competition drove them to rush their findings, often assigning different names to the same species or overlooking essential details in their descriptions. Allosaurus wasn't immune to this. It was first misidentified and given several different names, including Antrodemus. Many of these names were later discarded as paleontologists revisited the fossils and corrected previous mistakes. This period of scientific chaos also led to some extraordinary discoveries. The rivalry pushed Marsh and Cope to invest heavily in expeditions and to search more aggressively for new fossils. In the process, they brought Allosaurus into the scientific spotlight, making it one of the earliest well-studied carnivorous dinosaurs. The bones of Allosaurus revealed a fascinating story of a predator that was both powerful and versatile, capable of holding its own in the challenging Jurassic landscape. One of the most famous Allosaurus fossils, known as Big Al, was discovered much later, in 1991, near Howe Quarry in Wyoming. This specimen was around 95% complete, an incredibly rare find that allowed scientists to study Allosaurus in extraordinary detail. Big Al's bones revealed evidence of numerous injuries, including broken bones and signs of infection. This fossil provided a unique glimpse into the life of Allosaurus, showing that even top predators faced serious challenges and likely suffered greatly from injuries sustained during hunts. The discovery of Allosaurus has played a significant role in paleontology, helping to advance the field by providing one of the most complete records of a large carnivorous dinosaur. The skeletons unearthed during the Bone Wars helped to shape early theories about dinosaur behavior, biology, and even their classification, leaving an impact on scientific research for decades to come. In the next section, we'll explore the remarkable fossil of Big Al in more detail, diving into what this unique specimen has revealed about the challenges and struggles Allosaurus faced in its daily life. Among the fossils of Allosaurus, one stands out as especially remarkable, a specimen known as Big Al. Discovered in 1991 near Howe Quarry in Wyoming, Big Al is one of the most complete Allosaurus skeletons ever found. Around 95% of this dinosaur's skeleton was intact, a rare find that allowed scientists to uncover details of Allosaurus's life and struggles like never before. Big Al wasn't just any Allosaurus. His skeleton told a story of resilience and hardship. Analysis of his bones revealed a series of injuries, infections, and signs of healing, all suggesting that Big Al lived a life filled with both danger and endurance. Fossil evidence showed that he had at least 19 different injuries, including broken bones in his feet and ribs, many of which were covered in signs of infection. These injuries likely occurred at different times throughout his life, indicating that Big Al's existence was anything but easy. One of the most striking details about Big Al's skeleton is that these injuries were in various stages of healing, suggesting he survived with some of them for quite a while. For instance, a damaged toe bone showed evidence of long-term infection, which would have caused severe pain and possibly even slowed him down. In the world of the Jurassic, where survival depended on the ability to hunt, such an injury would have been a serious disadvantage. These injuries raise fascinating questions about how Big Al may have coped with such hardships. Some scientists speculate that he may have had to rely on scavenging for food during the periods when his injuries were most severe. Others suggest that if Allosaurus did indeed hunt in packs, as some theories propose, Big Al may have been able to hunt with the help of others, allowing him to survive despite his limitations. Big Al's bones also reveal clues about the dangers Allosaurus faced in its environment. Living among giant herbivores like Stegosaurus and Apatosaurus meant that every hunt came with a risk of injury. A powerful swing from a Stegosaurus tail or a misstep while grappling with prey could easily leave a predator with broken bones or worse. The fossil record suggests that Allosaurus, though an apex predator, wasn't invincible. It lived a life of constant struggle and risk, and Big Al's skeleton is one of the best examples of this harsh reality. Big Al's fossil has been studied extensively, revealing more than just facts about his injuries. His bones have provided insights into how Allosaurus grew, aged, and adapted to life in the Jurassic period. Scientists found that Allosaurus likely grew rapidly in its early years, reaching its full adult size by about age 10 to 15. By examining bone growth patterns, researchers discovered that Allosaurus may have lived up to around 28 years, a lifespan that, while not short, was also full of hazards. The discovery of Big Al gave scientists an unparalleled look into the daily life of a Jurassic predator. His injuries and infections reflect the challenges of surviving in a world filled with massive herbivores and constant competition. Despite the wounds he sustained, Big Al's skeleton shows he adapted and survived, making him a symbol of both the resilience and vulnerability of dinosaurs. In the next section, we'll look at what scientists have learned about Allosaurus's growth, reproduction, and how it may have lived in groups, shedding light on the social and biological aspects of this fascinating predator. Understanding how Allosaurus grew, reproduced, and interacted offers a fascinating glimpse into its life beyond hunting. From studies of its bones, scientists have pieced together the growth pattern of Allosaurus, revealing a creature that went through rapid development to survive the harsh Jurassic world. Like many dinosaurs, Allosaurus grew quickly in its early years, likely reaching near adult size by around 10 to 15 years of age. This rapid growth would have been crucial, as the faster a young Allosaurus reached a large size, the more capable it became of defending itself and hunting effectively. Once it reached adulthood, Allosaurus likely continued to grow at a slower pace. Research on fossilized bone tissue has provided insights into its lifespan, suggesting it could live up to around 28 years under the right conditions. However, life was rarely easy, and injuries or infections could cut its life short. Evidence shows that Allosaurus may have continued to gain muscle and bulk as it aged, which would have made older individuals even more formidable in appearance and strength. Reproduction in Allosaurus is another intriguing aspect of its biology. While we don't have direct evidence of mating behaviors, clues come from discoveries of medullary bone tissue in some female specimens. This tissue, which is also found in modern birds, is a calcium-rich deposit that females produce before laying eggs. Finding medullary bone in Allosaurus suggests that these dinosaurs likely laid eggs and prepared for reproduction in a similar way to birds, indicating a possible connection between dinosaurs and modern avian species. When it came to parenting, Allosaurus may not have been entirely solitary. Although there's no conclusive evidence that Allosaurus cared for its young after hatching, some paleontologists believe that young Allosaurus might have remained near adults for a short time to learn basic survival skills. Juvenile fossils show that young Allosaurus were much leaner and faster than their adult counterparts, with proportionally longer limbs. This lighter, more agile build may have allowed young Allosaurus to avoid the larger, more dangerous prey that adults tackled. focusing instead on smaller, more manageable animals until they were strong enough to join in larger hunts. However, if Allosaurus did exhibit some form of social behavior, it would have been beneficial for both hunting and protection. Group hunting, as some theories suggest, would have allowed Allosaurus to take on much larger prey more effectively, and a social structure might have offered some protection for juveniles or injured members of the group. Living in groups, even loosely, could provide a survival advantage in an environment filled with competition and dangerous prey. Despite the lack of absolute answers, the evidence for growth patterns, possible social behavior, and reproductive clues helps us build a picture of Allosaurus as a dynamic and adaptable creature. Its rapid growth, physical development, and potential social interactions made it a resilient species capable of thriving in a challenging world. As we've explored how Allosaurus may have lived and interacted, our final section will examine its extinction and legacy. We'll consider the factors that may have contributed to the end of Allosaurus and the impact this legendary predator left on the scientific world. As dominant as Allosaurus was in its time, even apex predators are not immune to the forces of nature and change. By around 144 million years ago, toward the end of the Jurassic period, Allosaurus and many other species faced challenges that would ultimately lead to their extinction. Though the exact reasons for its disappearance remain uncertain, scientists have gathered clues that paint a picture of an environment in transition, one that likely became increasingly inhospitable for dinosaurs like Allosaurus. One of the primary theories behind the extinction of Allosaurus involves climate change. The late Jurassic period saw shifts in temperature and humidity, leading to periods of extended drought and unpredictable weather patterns. North America's landscapes began to change, with fewer lush floodplains and more arid regions developing. These conditions would have affected plant life, which in turn impacted the large herbivores that Allosaurus depended on for food. With fewer giant sauropods and other prey species, the survival of large predators like Allosaurus became increasingly difficult. Another possible factor contributing to its extinction is disease. In ecosystems with large animal populations, diseases can spread quickly and have devastating effects. Some scientists suggest that as environments shifted and water sources became scarce, animals would have congregated in fewer locations, allowing diseases to spread more easily among species that rarely interacted before. For an apex predator like Allosaurus, an outbreak of disease among prey animals or even within its own species could have led to a rapid decline in population. Though Allosaurus eventually went extinct, its legacy is far from forgotten. As one of the first large carnivorous dinosaurs to be discovered and studied, Allosaurus has played a pivotal role in our understanding of prehistoric life. Its discovery helped spark a wave of interest in dinosaurs, and fossils from Allosaurus remain some of the most studied and admired specimens in paleontology. Museums around the world proudly display Allosaurus skeletons, and this dinosaur continues to captivate scientists and the public alike with its power, mystery, and resilience. The impact of Allosaurus on science goes beyond its fossils. As paleontologists piece together its story, they gained insights into the evolution of predators, the dynamics of prehistoric ecosystems, and the relationships between dinosaurs and their environments. Allosaurus has even contributed to our understanding of modern-day birds, as studies on its bones and anatomy reveal links between theropods and avian species. For many, Allosaurus embodies the spirit of the Jurassic period, a world of giants, fierce predators, and a struggle for survival in a harsh, unpredictable environment. Though it may have vanished millions of years ago, Allosaurus has left an indelible mark on our understanding of Earth's distant past. Its legacy lives on in the stories told by its bones and in the fascination it continues to inspire, reminding us of the power and mystery of the prehistoric world. With the story of Allosaurus complete, we're left to imagine what life might have been like in its time, a world where survival required strength, adaptability, and resilience. Allosaurus, the apex predator of the Jurassic, remains one of the most iconic dinosaurs, symbolizing both the triumphs and challenges of life in Earth's ancient past. As we close the story of Allosaurus, we find ourselves looking back on a creature that dominated its time, yet faced challenges and mysteries we can still relate to today. Allosaurus was more than just a predator. It was a powerful symbol of adaptability, resilience, and survival in a world that was as vast as it was unforgiving. From its earliest days in the late Jurassic to its final days before extinction, Allosaurus lived out a life of strength and struggle that we continue to uncover, one fossil at a time. What makes Allosaurus so memorable is not just its position as a top predator, but the insights it gives us into life's complexity and the delicate balance of ecosystems. We see in Allosaurus a predator that relied on both physical power and cunning, facing risks that included injury, hunger, and environmental change. Its bones tell a story of life at the edge, where survival was a constant battle and adaptation was key. In the remains of Big Al and other specimens, we glimpse not only its strength but also its vulnerability, reminding us that even the mightiest creatures are bound by nature's limits. For scientists and enthusiasts alike, Allosaurus represents a milestone in paleontology. As one of the first large carnivorous dinosaurs to be discovered, it opened the door to a new understanding of prehistoric life. The bone wars of the 19th century, which led to its discovery, set off a wave of scientific exploration and rivalry that unearthed some of the most important dinosaur fossils known today. Allosaurus became a cornerstone in our knowledge of theropods, helping to shape theories about dinosaur behavior, anatomy, and even the connections between ancient reptiles and modern birds. Though Allosaurus disappeared millions of years ago, its legacy endures. Its bones have survived eons to tell us a story of strength, adaptability, and the mysteries of life on a constantly changing planet. In studying Allosaurus, we are reminded that Earth's history is as much about survival as it is about extinction, and that every species, including our own, is part of a larger story. So, as we conclude this journey into the life of Allosaurus, we leave with a deeper respect for this ancient predator and the world it inhabited. Its story is a testament to life's resilience and the endless curiosity that drives us to uncover the secrets of the past. Allosaurus may be long gone, but its legacy remains, a symbol of a time when nature crafted giants and set the stage for an era of exploration that continues to this day. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of Allosaurus and want to explore more stories of incredible prehistoric creatures, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Let us know in the comments which dinosaur you'd like to learn about next, or what part of Allosaurus's life fascinated you the most. And if you think you could have survived in the Jurassic alongside these giants, give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more fascinating insights into Earth's ancient past.